Have you ever stopped to think about what your family holidays, your country's biggest festival, and maybe even a secret handshake with a friend all have in common? Well, they're all traditions. And today we're going to dive into the incredible power these rituals have to shape our lives and, connect us all.
Okay, so let's start with a little bit of a puzzle. What on earth could a quiet, super focused ceremony and a massive, kind of chaotic festival possibly share? I mean, they seem like complete opposites, right? Well, stick with me, because the answer reveals something really, really important about what makes us human.
So, first up, picture this the Japanese tea ceremony. This is a tradition that is all about quiet intention. Seriously, every single movement, from how the tea is whisked to how the cup is presented, is deliberate and precise. The whole point is to create this perfect moment of peace.
Now, let's just flip the script completely. We're jumping over to Japan's Sapporo Snow Festival. We're talking about a huge, vibrant celebration. Massive crowds gather to look at these enormous, incredible sculptures carved right out of ice and snow. It's loud, it's public, it's a total spectacle. So, what's the connection here?
That question leads us right into our first section. Because traditions, whether they're for just a few people or for millions, aren't just old habits we do without thinking. Nope, they serve a much, much deeper purpose in our lives. So, what are we really talking about when we say tradition? At its heart, a tradition is really any practice that connects us to our family, to our community, and to our history. You can almost think of it as the cultural glue that holds us all together.
And why do we do them? Well, it's because traditions fulfill these really basic human needs. They help us build our identity, they let us pass on our values, they make our relationships stronger, and of course, they create amazing, happy memories. They're basically the vehicle for some of the most important parts of life. But it's more than just connecting us. Traditions are also this powerful way to communicate. They're how a culture shows you what it believes in, without ever having to say a single word. It's a language all its own. Just take a look at this. In Japan, that tea ceremony is all about showing respect, patience, and harmony. Then in Egypt, the tradition of honoring elders is all about showing wisdom, kindness, and, hey, there it is again, respect. So you have two totally different actions communicating some of the exact same core values. It's pretty cool when you see it like that.
Let's just zoom in on one of those values for a sec. Harmony. This idea of finding peace and balance. All of a sudden, those slow, careful steps of the tea ceremony, they aren't just about making tea anymore, are they? It's a physical performance of creating that inner balance.
And then you have something like hospitality. In Egypt, welcoming a guest with food and drink, that's not just about being polite. It's this profound act of generosity and care. The action is the value, put right on display for everyone to see and feel. And, when you get groups of people all performing actions that express these same shared values, something really amazing starts to happen. You build stronger communities.
And we see this happening at every level, big and small. On one side, you've got these cozy private gatherings, like sharing a meal during Ramadan, having afternoon tea with friends, or enjoying those special family dishes in Italy. And then on the other side, you have these massive public festivals like Carnival, Diwali, and Lunar New Year that bring entire cities, even whole countries together.
And yeah, the way they celebrate changes. It might be music and dance in Brazil, spreading joy with lights in India, or connecting to family history through food in Italy. But the goal? The goal is exactly the same. Bring people together for a shared, positive experience. All of this activity creates what we call community spirit. It's that electric feeling of belonging, That feeling you get when you're part of something way bigger than just yourself. It's a feeling so powerful, it pulls in people from all over the globe. So traditions don't just connect us to the people around us right now. They also build this incredible bridge across time, linking us to our past and reaching into the future. They are literally how we pass the torch of our culture. And this happens in a few really key ways. It starts when we're kids, right? We're taught customs about kindness and honor. Then we create all these shared memories around those customs. They're also used to keep the memory of our ancestors alive. I mean, look at Mexico's Day of the Dead, where families decorate graves to honor loved ones. And now we even record and share these stories to make sure they're never, ever lost. And when you boil it all down, it really doesn't matter if the custom is as simple as a family recipe or as grand as a national festival. What really matters is that it's keeping culture alive and forging that powerful, unbreakable link between generations. And that brings us to our final section, where we're going to zoom all the way back out. After looking at all these beautiful, diverse examples from all over the world, this universal truth starts to become really clear. So here it is, the answer to our puzzle from the beginning. Despite all the incredible variety out there, every single tradition serves the same fundamental human needs: creating identity, fostering a sense of belonging, building unity, strengthening community, and connecting us to our history. That's what the quiet tea ceremony and the massive festival have in common. That is their shared purpose.
And honestly, this has never been more important than it is right now. In a world that is just constantly and rapidly changing all around us, traditions are our anchor. They're the things that keep us grounded and connected to who we are and where we come from. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Take a look at your own life, your family, your community. What story do your traditions tell about what you value most? Something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me today.